Hey, it's Saturday. It's been a long day already because I've spent most of it just doing, well, things like this, well, this, and like all sorts of just I've been doing Chinese homework for 4 hours at this point. And granted, I haven't been the most productive of 4 hours, but still, I've spent 4 hours doing this homework, and it's just boggling. I spent a good half an hour looking up three characters. Mostly because Chinese dictionaries are notoriously awkward when you're first starting to learn to use them. Only to find out that knowing those three characters did not tell me what they were saying because it's a country name made up from three other words. So I actually had to ask a friend of mine on campus who does read and speak Mandarin to translate it for me so I could do my homework. Um, On to what you mentioned, Ray, about genocides. Um, you mentioned like three or four or five. I didn't really count. I've heard of all of those. What you didn't mention are things like the Congo, um, and a lot of other underdeveloped countries. There's more than just what you're saying. If you don't realize that, you need to scratch a little more under the surface. If you do, I'm sorry for pointing it out. Um, a friend of mine who will go by the pseudonym The Traveler, and I won't say anything more about them, name-wise, has recently saw a Pulitzer-winning play based on the genocides in the Congo and how the revolutionaries and the people who are already in power are pretty much both just as atrocious as the other. And so it's pretty much a lose-lose situation. I've also realized that it has been a while since I've just talked about something other than exactly what's going on right now. So, Archangels. There are some number of archangels, I'm not sure. It's generally accepted there are 7 great archangels, 2 of which are disputed, and whose even the most common ones names I can't remember off the top of my head right now. I didn't really have time to look this stuff up. I've been doing massive amounts of Chinese. Most of what I know is stuff I knew beforehand, stuff I learned from the Dearney books, and from my writing professor. The other 5 are Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, and Azrael. Azrael is the angel of death. Is generally not evil. Is generally either good or, in some cases, neutral. The other 4 tend to be good, unless you're watching Supernatural. But even I don't really know the specifics on that, so I'm not going to get into that. One reason I'm kind of interested in this is it's like pagan mythos. A lot of the alternate names for Satan, a lot of the archangels, and other like celestial and netherly deities. I use the term deities because a lot of it seems to be based or related to pagans, or simply other people's mythos, Nordic, Greek, whatever. Whatever was around that they could borrow off of. For instance, the Minoan god Mithras. He was the god of light and the god of bulls, actually, and I use his name on purpose in the Minotaur Queen. He also died and was resurrected, which is interesting to note, and his birthday was December 25th. I'm out of time. I'll talk to you guys later.